Well, hello and welcome to episode 3. Let's say hi to our demonstrator panel. So Julie, welcome back. Michaela and Kerry, how are you doing? You doing okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Christmas crafting galore.
Christmas crafting. Yeah, what else have you been up to?
Oh, getting ready for all the events that Stampin Up are holding at the
big
moment.
Tomorrow, big event tomorrow.
Big event tomorrow. So where are we? Brussels. So it's an exciting time here at Stampin Up. Now, as I mentioned on the last show, our discussion points for today focus on teamwork and personal development. Now, we've talked with our demonstrator panel on the different ways demonstrators run their business. They choose their path, some enjoying a path that supports their crafting passion, others looking to develop a part-time or full-time business. And we also find that for some demonstrators, they join because of their crafting passion, and this then can lead on to developing their love for crafting into a business, and a tailor-made one at that to fit around their lives. So ladies, today then we're going to focus on teamwork. So I would really like to know what are the benefits of having a team?
You're part of like a little family. You feed off of each other. You've all got ideas and you share with each other, and
we're continually inspiring each other, and like you say, you feed from someone's information, something that could, really benefit you, just a small tip. Quite often it's the smallest little thing that can just be like a light bulb moment that can just set you in the next direction.
Crafting can often be a solitary hobby, so spending time with other people and getting the ideas and inspiring each other. And remember, a team could be one person, it could be 101 people.
So how do you connect with your team members then? What are the sorts of ways you connect with them?
Well, there's so many. I mean, with social media and communication in this day and age, you can have team members all over the country, and it's still you've got communication readily available.
They can be round the corner and pop. They can be round the corner and pop in for coffee, or as you say, they can be up and down the country, and it be social media or a
regular
telephone
gathering of team members. So
Yeah. So what do you do when you gather?
Well, we create, obviously.
Well, that's a must, isn't it?
That's always, it always comes back to the creations. We all create projects and we do swapping. So we
swapping?
Yeah. So I would create so many projects of the same design, and then everybody else would do the same number of projects, and we'd all swap. So you would take home all different projects.
It's a really fun part that's really valuable as well, because you can share those ideas, recycle those ideas, and it's kind of a time saving.
We all have a different style. Everybody crafts on a different level and a different style. So it's useful to get other stamp sets and other ideas really.
Yeah, and anyone can start a team,
So Julie, tell me what inspired you then to start a team? And
well, as soon as I joined up, I realised that I sort of was at the start of something special. That's how it felt to me. So I wanted to share that with other people, and thought, well, I want them to be experiencing a part of what I'm experiencing. And obviously that's like an emotional and personal reason, but there's the financial benefit obviously as well out there, and the bigger that your team grows, the more income that you can make from your business.
Yeah, there are different opportunities, different paths that you can go down, and
Each team member that you might have as well may have come from other backgrounds that can bring a wealth of information to help businesses grow as well. So they'll all help each other.
And I think that's what's so great, that really, it's such a great sharing community, and of course they've come from different backgrounds, so they bring skill sets that can be then shared in the team. Now Julie, I know that you are a fan of Project Life by Stampin Up, aren't you? Just a little bit of a fan. Well, I'd love to, you're going to share some stuff with us, because I'd really love to know how Stampin Up fits into your life.
Well, I actually lead quite a busy life, because I have 2 sons, one aged 12 and well, he's actually 13 this week, and one aged 16, so they keep me busy, and an adult child, my husband, as well. So I like to do Project Life because it's really quick memory keeping for my family. So this is a little layout that I've done just all about the different aspects of my life. So probably most importantly is I'm a mother to 2 sons, so they're my sons there, and it's just a fun little way of sharing something to look back on about me. So I'm a homeowner, I'm a wife, there I was as a baby, and I do dancing, I do ballroom and Latin dancing, so that's my dance partner there. I'm also a huge theatre lover, and I've got a friend here which is actually at a Stampin Up team event there, and then up here I've got myself as a Stampin Up demonstrator with my apron on, saying love, love, love SU. And I am an auntie. I'm a very proud auntie as well. So I love doing the project live because it's a really quick and it's fun, it's fast and it's fuss-free way of doing scrapbooking and memory keeping. And I'm sure my boys will appreciate it when they're older. They don't appreciate it so much now.
It's just so lovely, isn't it, to see sort of photos, because so often in this digital age we kind of tend to keep them on those mobiles, don't we, on computers, so it's so lovely to see those.
I think you appreciate it more when in years to come rather than at the time that you're actually creating the project.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing that with us, Julie. So, Kerry and Michaela, you both have teams. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about, how do you reach out to people to join your team?
Talking to them. Yeah, whether it just be in a class situation or at a party, or whether it be at the school gates, just get chatting to people. Some people show an interest that they're ready to start their own little business or something, or they just want to get more craft products. And then build it from there.
Yeah, talking is definitely, it's a part of everyday life, and you just never know what's going to come into a conversation. So
it's really just like starting those conversations up and
listening to not butting into people's conversations, but just kind of listening into what people are sort of saying, and sometimes you can pick up then, that this could be a really great opportunity for them.
Yeah. Well, and I suppose that's kind of the environment that we're in. I think in this creative world, you're continually observing and listening, and so, you're able to sort of see if someone's really enjoying something and sort of strike up a conversation really in that way. So once you've found a demonstrator, what happens next?
Well, when you have found a demonstrator that you feel happy you want to be a party with, then you speak to them about joining, which you can do really easily online. Right. So online you can go on there, you can choose your entire kit completely personalised for £99, but you get to choose £130 worth of products.
Right, okay.
And you'll also get a lovely kit of all the business products, the business products that you need as well.
Okay.
So it's really
which is really useful when you're starting.
Very good. Getting you started.
So how else? What else? What other ways can we?
I really like to carry around with me some hand stamp cards, just something really simple. I pop them in a little cello bag, maybe with my business card, a bit of information about some local classes that I'm running, and I always carry a catalogue in the car, because you never know when that opportunity arises. I'm constantly dropping in, the opportunity when I'm at the supermarket, at the till, and and you never know when somebody, I may be really interested in that. Have you got any information? So if you've got something to hand or something in the car that you can go back and grab, then that could be a really opportunity for having someone to come and join your team. So
someone often knows someone else who crafts. So maybe it's not that person that you're speaking to, but it could be my next door neighbour crafts, or my sister-in-law crafts and things like that. So there are lots of crafters out there. Sometimes it's just finding them and them finding us.
And I think the main thing is just talking about, we love what we do, and it's easy for us to do that. So it is just sharing the opportunity with everybody, not just people that you think may be interested, just anybody in general.
I think that's a really good message as well, and because there'll be crafters out there, there'll be other individuals that are looking maybe to start a new hobby or to just get into some sort of a social sort of activity.
Like we've said before about people that are maybe wanting to make their own invitations for a children's party or for your wedding, it could be an opportunity for them. So
yeah, absolutely. So Julie, tell me, is there an ideal team size, would you say, or
not an ideal team size really? It's all about your choice and what you feel happy with and how you feel you could support your team. Like I referenced earlier, a team can be 1 or it could be 101, and it's still a team, and everybody. I always encourage my team to have a relationship with each other across the team, rather than just with me, and then it really does feel
more like a family,
like a huge team. It's a team effort, it's a team effort. So it's when you're starting out, it can seem a little bit daunting running a team, but I think it's always I always try and think, what would I want, what do I want from a team leader, what support do I need, what would I like, and then I try and replicate what I'd like, or ask
what do you need from me?
Every team member is different, and you've got to treat every team member as an individual.
And there are no guidelines, nobody telling you that you should have this size team, or it's totally free and up to you on where you go with it.
Well, you support them as they want to be supported. Some people need you phoning them every week or every month, but some people just prefer to be left to get on with it and check in with you from time to time, and there's no right or wrong. That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
Well, it's all about, options as well, and kind of understanding, and like we've talked before, Kerry, about just listening to, really what their needs are. And
we have some great promotional campaigns as well that Stampin Up offer to kind of help us, to encourage people to join. So, that's really good and really useful for us, because it, it gives us a direction, to aim people to. So.
Yeah, that's true.
So, being team leaders, what would you say have been perhaps some of the personal benefits really for you?
Being there as part of their journey. They've watched you with your journey, and now you're party of their journey, and it's heartwarming.
Last year I watched a number of my team walk across the stage at convention for the first time, really, and I almost felt like a proud mum. It was that kind of proud mum moment, and I tend to feel more happiness for them with the success that they have than I actually do for my own success. And I think that's the way it should be, really, and I think that's the way we are as parents, but
having a team is valuable, like we've said before. We share ideas and we kind of boost each other, don't we?
We bounce off each other, don't we?
So what are some of the skills you think you've kind of developed in your journey?
Communication, I think, would be the top. I don't have a problem talking, really, Paula, but it's not just about talking; it's about listening as well. So
communication is a two-way street, absolutely.
And communication and sort of time management skills.
It's definitely taught me to be more organised, not just with my business, but with my life to fit around it as well. So
disciplined.
Yeah,
disciplined and confident.
Because we can all get a bit carried away, can't we, when we get crafting and stuff? So you've kind of just a little bit. Can we get a bit distracted, can't we?
And I think that if you'd probably asked the three of us, if 5 years ago, if we'd have been sat here doing this video like this, it's the skills and the confidence to sit here and do something like this, or present at a Stampin Up event, and have other demonstrators come to us for advice, and it's all just, it's learning for everyone every day. Every day is a school day.
Every single day. So sadly we're out of time today, ladies. It's been great chatting to you and really inspiring to hear your experiences. So thank you for being here with us. Now, if you're interested to know more about becoming a demonstrator, then go to stampinup.co.uk, find a demonstrator and just have a chat. We look forward to speaking more to our panel next Wednesday in part 2. Also, we'll have Charlotte back for Stampin' Snippets. Now, just before I close, it's time for our Stampin' Survey said competition questions. So let's see what we have today. Now, crafting is gaining in popularity and people are getting fed up with the mass-produced cards, so there's lots of scope to consider turning a hobby into a business. In a recent survey, we asked our survey respondents, sending an email, text or posting an online note is no substitute for a proper greeting card. What percentage agreed? Was it A, B or C? If you know the answer, email your answer A, B or C to share@stampinchat.co.uk. If you give us the right answer, you'll be entered into a draw and the lucky winner will receive the Hello December Project Life by Stampin' Up card collection and accessory pack, Real Red and Old Olive Stampin' Right marker pens as well. So that's a lovely one, isn't it? The competition entry deadline can be found in the description in the link below this video. Good luck, and we'll reveal the winner in part 2 of this episode, which will be shown next Wednesday. So thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.